Hi, this is Sweet June 2010. How's everybody doing? Um, I just want to let everybody know out there, um, please be safe. Um, it's just, this black man. I just found out today that this brother got shot in Miami, Florida. He had his hands up, laying on the ground. He was with his disabled the guy had autism, and he works with the autism and the people that have autism and stuff, mental disabilities. And somebody called and made a police report that the young man was holding a gun. In fact, he was only holding a toy. And so he laid on the man that was taking, his caretaker was black, and he laid on the ground and held his hands straight up in the air. And and it shows, thank God it's on video. And he made it very clear to the police that, what he was doing and what his job was, and he didn't have a weapon, and he was laying on the ground, on flat on his back with his hands up. I don't know how much plainer he could have made that. I don't know how much clearer he could have gotten. And then the police still shot him in the leg. I just, this is appalling to me. This is very appalling to me. Um, this it's ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I just thank God, by the grace of God, he's okay. He's in the hospital, but he's okay. He's recuperating. He's living to talk about it. I just thank God that he's okay. I mean, what this cop did is very detrimental, because now it's going to be more cop shootings. It's going to be more black. I just, it's like a chain reaction. We gotta, people, we gotta pray for the kingdom. I mean, that's the only thing I can say to all this. We gotta pray for the kingdom. We gotta pray for God's kingdom to come. That's the only thing I can say about all this. I mean, it's just, it's getting crazy out here. It's really getting real out here. And I just want everybody to please be safe, be careful. Um, just please be safe. I'm gonna do the same. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a little paranoid right now. Um, I just, only thing I can say to this is we need the kingdom. We need God's kingdom to come. We really do, and that's something that we need to keep praying for. We need to keep praying for the God's kingdom to come. We need God's kingdom to come. Um, with that being said, I want to talk about um, people coming on YouTube and making a profit off of bashing and humiliating and um, talking about people. Just talking about people, saying terrible, horrible things about people, humiliating people, bashing people, all in the name of making a profit. Now, I'm not going to say any names because they know who they are. I'm not going to mention any names because they know who they are. They know exactly who they are. They're making money, and we got some main ones on here. Like I said, I'm not going to say any names. We got some main ones on here that they have thousands and thousands and thousands of subscribes, and their whole MO is bashing black women. Like I say, I'm not going to say any names. They know who they are. And I just think that, there's a lot of YouTube videos out there. There's a lot of YouTube videos out there. A lot. And there's people that's on YouTube, and they got thousands of subscribes, But guess what? They're not bashing people. They're not humiliating people. They're not talking about people, calling people names, and judging people, and saying horrible things about people. There's people that have thousands of subscribers, and they're not doing those things. Okay? There's some people that have informational videos out. There's some people, there's all different types of videos on YouTube, all types to watch. And they get thousands of subscribers, and they're not bashing. So that proves right there that it can be done. That you can get on YouTube and have a good channel, a positive channel, still get a lot of subscribers without bashing people, putting people down, talking hateful speech, and all these things, and you can still get paid on here. Because I've seen a lot of videos on here of people that are not doing those things, and they're still getting paid, and they got thousands of subscribers. So that shows me that it can be done. Now, I ain't gonna front. I'm not gonna front. When you see that little, my video comes on and you see that little advertisement pop up, that means I'm trying to get paid too. I want to get a piece of the YouTube pie as well. But I refuse to come on here. One thing I refuse to do is I refuse to come on here and bash people and humiliate people, put people down, speak hateful speech. I refuse to do any of those things to make money. Yeah, I want to get paid just like everybody else. I'm a little frustrated right now because my scribes, I don't even have 100 scribes yet. And, it's getting there, but my channel is kind of growing at micro speed. And it's because I'm not controversial. See, the problem is that controversy sells. A lot of people come on here, they be cussing and going on, and they sit up here and talk about people, degrade people, humiliate people, talk hateful speech, and those people get a lot of scribes because controversy sells, and that's the only way they know how to get paid. But that's pretty sad that you have to make profits, that you have to make money off of the expense of others, off of the expense of downgrading and humiliating others. Is that loving? Is that a loving thing to do? Would Jesus approve of that? Would Jehovah God approve of that? Would Jesus approve of it? I don't think so. And I like to, back a long time ago, they had this little campaign, and people was wearing these little bracelets. People, they had them on bracelets, they had them on cups, they had them on t-shirts, it was like a saying, and it was called, "What Would Jesus Do?" It was what would Jesus do? Like, it was WWJD. What would Jesus do? And people was wearing bracelets, and they was wearing t-shirts. They had that on everything. It was like a fad there for a while. For a while there, it was a few years ago. This was a fad for a while. People were wearing this, and it was the saying, "What would Jesus do?" So, if you want to know if something is right, just ask yourself, would Jesus do this? Would Jesus get on YouTube and degrade people, humiliate people, put people down, judge people, all in the name of making profits, all in the name of making money? Jesus wouldn't do it. So I tend to think in terms of, would Jesus do it? If Jesus wouldn't do it, I'm not going to do it. Jesus wouldn't come on here and humiliate people and bash people and all that stuff in the name of making profits. He wouldn't do it. So I think it's pretty sad that people come on here and they bash and humiliate, all in the name of profits. all in the name of making money. I'm glad that, I mean, if they can sleep at night knowing that they're profiting off humiliating other people and downgrading and putting down other people. I mean, the fact that, I guess if they could sleep at night knowing that they're doing that, they're getting paid. But if that's the only thing that's important to you is money, that's pretty sad. That's pretty sad. You know, that's pretty sad that you have to feel like, in order to earn money, you have to put down and degrade and humiliate people. It's pretty sad. Particularly people of your own race. Particularly. It's pretty sad. You shouldn't be coming on YouTube bashing anybody. Anybody. Period. But particularly people in your own race. I think that's pretty sad. In the name of making profits. Now I can jump on the bandwagon if I want. But would Jehovah God approve? I have to ask myself, would he approve of that? And then I have to think, would I be able to sleep at night knowing that I'm earning profits because I'm humiliating people, putting people down, hating on people, bashing people? And there's consequences to that too. Like I said, I'm not going to say any names, but when you got to walk around your house with guns, they know who they are. When you got to walk around your house carrying guns and stuff, you don't have any peace. You don't have any peace because you're constantly coming on YouTube bashing people, talking about people. And you got to walk around your house with guns and you got to move from house to house because you don't have any peace. You're on YouTube bashing people, humiliating people. Words hold a lot of power. They hold a lot of power. And even the Bible speaks to that. The Bible says there's life and death in the tongue. So there is a lot of power in our words. Words hold a lot of power. I know back when we were kids, and I know a lot of people heard this as a child. Sticks and stones shall break my bones, but names will never hurt me. Well, that's not true. Names do hurt. Names do hurt when people name call. And the thing is, these people that come on YouTube and do this, they can dish it out, but they can't take it. The people that come on YouTube and bash and humiliate and everything like that, they can dish it out, but they can't take it. It's mighty funny that they can dish it out. It's so easy for them to dish it out, but they can't take it. When the shoe's on the other foot, they can't take it. See? So, it's crazy, It's pretty sad that you have to make money off of the expense of humiliating and downgrading others. And the Bible also says, you shall reapeth what you sow. Whatever we reapeth, we sow. Whatever you put out there, we got to be careful what we do. We got to be careful what we say. Because whatever you reapeth, you shall soweth. Whatever you put out there, negative, you put negative energy. When you bashing somebody, humiliating somebody, talking about somebody, you putting all this negative energy out there and bashing and humiliating people, it comes right back around full circle. What goes around comes around, and it comes right back around full circle, and you shall reap it what you sow. If you don't believe it, read it in. Everybody knows that. And those that don't believe in the Bible, I believe they call it karma. The people that don't believe in the Bible. But karma's just based on, when people say karma, that ain't nothing but based on Bible truth. When people say karma, it's based on Bible truth, basically. That ain't nothing but coming from the Bible. It's called karma, but it's based on Bible truth. Whatever you shall reapeth, you shall soweth. So Whatever you put out there, it's going to come back around to you. And then you have to ask yourself, when it come back around to me, can I handle it? Can I deal with it? And in most cases, they can't. They can dish it out, but they can't take it. So it's wrong to do that. It's wrong to come on YouTube and say hurtful things about people. And I refuse to do that. I refuse to come on YouTube and bash people. I mean, I can do it if I wanted to, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to come on YouTube and bash people. I'm not going to bash anybody. Because in the name of making profits, I would love to make some money. I'm not going to front. I'm not going to front. I would love to make some money on here. But I want to make money if being positive. I want to help somebody. You know, if my videos is helping somebody, that will make me feel good. And I know that God would approve because I'm helping somebody. I want to put videos on here that's going to enlighten people, educate people, get a little witness, and help people. I want to be able to help people. I want to be a blessing to people in my videos. I'm not just on here ranting and raving like everybody else. I want to be a blessing to people. I want to educate people. I want to enlighten people. And I put my little opinion, 2 cents in there. But that's what I would like to, that's what I'm trying to do. And if I can make a profit in addition to doing that, that's beautiful, you know. But I'm not going to come on here and make a profit off of bashing people, degrading people, humiliating people, hurting people's feelings. I refuse to do that. I refuse to do it. I'm not going to do it, you know. And as positive as I try to keep my channel, I still, every now and then, I get a hateful person on here that says something really hateful. And so I couldn't imagine if I was coming on here spewing hatred and saying, bashing and saying horrible things. I could only imagine all the hatred I would get if I was doing all that. So it's not worth it. At the end of the day, to me, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. The money is not worth it. Particularly if you don't have any peace. What good is all that money and beautiful homes and stuff, and all the YouTube checks and all that money coming in and everything, and donations and all that coming in? That stuff comes at a price. It comes at a price. Everything has its price, and that stuff comes as a price. Yeah, you getting money, you getting fame, you know, you getting beautiful homes and cars and stuff like that, but it's coming at a price. Hefty YouTube checks and stuff like that, but all that stuff is coming at a price, and the price is your peace of mind. You don't have no peace. You know, you don't have no peace of mind. You know, you got people threatening you. You got people, you know, it's not worth it. It's not, to me, it's not worth it. And I refuse to come on here and do any of that. You know, if I can't, and I know there's a lot of people on here that have positive channels. They got thousands of subscribers and they're still making money. So that tells me, that lets me know right there that it can be done. I know a lot of people on here that got thousands of subscribers. You know, I'm subscribed to them. They got thousands of subscribers. You know, they're either entertaining, videos are either entertaining or they're informational. Or, you know, they're, you know, doing other things, but they're not on here being negative. Their videos are positive. They're not coming on here being negative. I know a guy, his name is Shay Woods, and he has a real estate, he runs a real estate channel. Some of you may be subscribed to him, and I love watching his videos. I mean, he's a real estate guy out of Detroit, and he's a real estate investor out of Detroit, and he also helps other people from other places by, you know, purchasing, checking out properties for other people in other places and everything. So he does that too. And he does videos, and he also has a little reality show going on there too. And he does videos, and his videos are positive. And he got thousands, this man has thousands of subscribers. And he has Most of his people that come on there, they're saying positive things. I love going on his channel because it's very positive. And I love, okay, so I love real estate anyway. I'm kind of a real estate buff, so I love real estate, and I'm kind of fascinated with Detroit, what's going on in Detroit. So I love watching his videos. Sometimes he does writing videos, and sometimes he takes you into the houses and everything, and because he's a real estate investor, and then he helps other people. So, and his videos are all positive. They're all positive. And he's not on YouTube bashing people. I mean, he keeps it real. He talks about what's going on in Detroit. He's got to keep it real. He can't sugarcoat. He keeps it real about what's going on in Detroit and everything. But he's not on there like some of these other guys on YouTube. And I love it because he doesn't come on there putting down black women and degrading black women. And I love and respect him for that. So, and there's a lot of people on YouTube that's just like him. They come and he's got thousands of subscribers and he gets thousands of hits. So that lets me know right there that it can be done. You can come on YouTube. Boyce Watkins, he's another one. Boyce Watkins has thousands of hits, and he educates black people about starting their own business. He's trying to educate black people on getting your own business started. Starting your own business and not be so always being so caught up in working for the white people, but starting your own business. And he educates black people. Boyce Watkins educates black people. He gets thousands of subscribers. And and I know he making money because he's got thousands of subscribers and he gets thousands of hits. I'm just giving you some examples of some people on YouTube that's got thousands of subscribers and they get thousands of hits, but their videos are positive. They're productive. They're trying to help people. They're not on here bashing and humiliating and putting down people. So you just got to have the intelligence. You got to be intelligent enough to do that. You got to be intelligent enough to come on YouTube and be able to make money without all that craziness and bashing people and all that kind of stuff. You got to have the intelligence to do that. And if you don't have the intelligence to do that, then I don't know what to say about you. But, there is a price for all that. There's a price, a hefty price that you have to pay for doing all that. Because God don't like ugly. So, like I said, I'm not saying any names. They know who they are. All I'm saying, it's not cool. And God doesn't approve of it. So, just a little food for thought. A little something to think about. Like and share my video, and please subscribe. This is Sweet June 2010.